Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Nicole. So in today's video, we are going to be decorating the dining area. We just did a makeover on it that I posted last week. So now I'm so excited to get into the decorating. If you want to see everything that we get into, go ahead and keep watching. First thing that we're going to be doing is adding some sort of wall decor or some kind of element to the wall that has the two windows on it. I do think that that wall ended up a little bit plain. We only have one piece of art in the dining area, and I feel like we just need something else here on the wall that has the two windows. Something kind of minimalistic. Y'all know me, I kind of want to go with the shelf so that I can decorate it, but I'm kind of thinking that might be a little bit too busy. Then I also thought maybe I should put some baskets up, and then I also brought out some other little decor elements that I thought might look nice in this area. So as you can tell, I have a dilemma. I'm not sure what I want to do with the wall that has the two windows. I don't know which direction I want to take it, what I want to put on that wall. And y'all, I really have no idea what to do when it comes to figuring out what I'm gonna hang on a wall. How do you go about coming up with if something will look good hanging on the wall or not without actually making holes on the wall? So I did have this dilemma, and I just kind of sat with myself and thought for a while, like, how do I go about figuring out exactly what I want to hang on this wall without damaging the wall? So I want to show you guys the solution that I came up with to figure out what I'm going to be hanging on this wall over here. So I do use this app called Canva for a lot of different things, y'all. A lot of things that have to do with my YouTube, and a lot of things that just have to do with being creative in general. You can create so many different things with a Canva account. So I do have the professional account, or whichever the account is that you have to pay monthly for. I do have that account because I just find that I like to use all of the features that Canva has to offer. So I will tell you all that what I'm going to be showing you all and the way that I'm going to figure out what I'm going to be putting on this wall, I am using the pro version of Canva, and I think that's the only way to use one of the elements that we're going to be using. So this is just a forewarning that this is what I'm going to be using, but it doesn't mean it's the end all be all. If you have a different way of figuring out what you're going to hang on walls and how you're going to hang it on the walls, in other words, like in which positions and things like that, leave me a comment down below and let me know how you figure that out without making any kind of holes in your walls. But let me show you guys how I go about using the Canva app. The first thing I go about doing is taking a picture of the room itself. So I take the picture from an angle where I know that the elements that I want to add into the room are going to be laying flat on the wall. So I will show you guys an example of what I mean right here. And then what I do after that is I bring all of the elements out that I think I want to add to the wall. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lay them on a flat surface. So you can lay them on a table, or you can lay them on the floor, anywhere that you'd like. And then I go ahead and take pictures of each element individually. And I make sure that when I take these pictures, I do take the pictures as straight as possible. I don't want to put any kind of angle on the pictures that I'm taking, because then they will not look as realistic when we go to the next step. After I take all of the pictures of my items that I'm thinking I want to hang on the wall, and then we also have the picture of the entire room, then we can go to the Canva app. So once I go into the Canva app, I create a new document. From here, I'm gonna be adding all of the pictures. So I'm gonna be adding the picture of the entire room, and then each individual picture of the decor items that we think we wanna add to the wall. Once those are uploaded into Canva, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on the pictures of the decor that we're thinking of adding to the wall, and I'm gonna go to the bottom, click effects, and remove the background from those decor elements. Once all of the decor elements have their backgrounds removed, now we can make them much smaller and move them out of the way. We can go to our original picture of the entire room and make it as big as we possibly can on the page, so that we can also still see all of the elements that are important that we're making sure that we match when it comes to the new decor that we're going to be adding. So for me, I want to make sure that whatever we add to this wall does not detract from the beautiful painting that we already have up, and it also goes with the table and the chairs that we already have in the area. So now that the picture is much bigger and we can see it more clearly, I will take each decor item that has the background removed and add it to the wall so that we can see how it's gonna look. Of course, this is just an example. Once the lighting is taken into effect and all that kind of stuff in your actual home, things are gonna look different. Of course they are, but I feel like this is one of the best ways to kind of get an idea of how it's gonna look without making any type of holes in your walls to hang things up. So now that I did that on Canva, I have come to the conclusion that I want to hang these 2 baskets on the wall. So let's see if using the Canva app actually made a difference and if it's actually going to look good. I hope it does. Let's try it. So now we're gonna get into decorating the top of the table. So y'all, one of my favorite things to do is to decorate the top of my table. I love making beautiful centerpieces for my table. So my theme this year is gonna be very similar to my theme last year, which was Harvest Abundance. It's gonna be the same type of theme where we just layer and layer and layer a bunch of different elements onto a large serving tray that I made last year. So the first element that we're gonna start with is gonna be a beautiful table runner. Then on top of that table runner, I'm gonna be adding a large tray. I made this tray last year, so it's a super simple DIY. And now we can start the layering process. So I like to keep all of my stuff on a tray just so that it doesn't look like just a mess of a bunch of different things on the table. I feel like if I have a tray, then it anchors everything in and it looks like it's just supposed to be something that's filled with a bunch of different layers. So to the tray, the first layer that I'm gonna be adding is gonna be this beautiful floral piece that I actually found at Savers. Then to layer with that floral piece, I'm going to be adding in these green leaf picks that came from Hobby Lobby. Next, I'll be adding in this beautiful textured pumpkin, and then on the sides, I will be adding in 2 white pumpkins and a gourd. Then I'm going to keep layering in a couple more picks that also came from Hobby Lobby. And I'll add in a couple of these red picks just to kind of match the flowers that we have in the original floral arrangement that we put in. I'll add in some eucalyptus sprigs and then some faux pears that I actually was lucky enough to find at Savers last year. And we can't forget about the back of the arrangement. I'm just going to fill in the blank spots back here by adding a couple of pears and another eucalyptus sprig. So as y'all know, I'm a maximalist when it comes to decorating. So this blank corner over here is really bothering me. So I do have a beautiful large wicker vase that I've never gotten to decorate with before. I picked it up at an estate sale and I think it's gonna look perfect in that corner over there. So let's go ahead and add it and see how it looks. So So now to our vase, I'm gonna be adding a couple of stems that came from Hobby Lobby. These are just the orange and green eucalyptus stems. I'm not sure if they still sell them. I bought them about 2 years ago at Hobby Lobby. And then I'm also gonna be adding these twig-like stems that came from Amazon. These are really awesome, y'all. I actually picked these up because Liz from Traditions by the Seasons talks about these a lot. She loves decorating with these, and they are actually super awesome to decorate with because you can bend them into all sorts of different shapes, so you can make them look really realistic like twigs in your arrangement, and they just add a little bit more texture to your arrangements, so I really like them. Let's go ahead and add them to the vase back there. All right, y'all, so now that we have filled that beautiful vase, I do want to add a little bit more warmth to this side over here. I know this is just like a progression of I'm adding more and more and more, but I promise this is the last thing that we're going to be adding. So I am going to be adding these 2 wooden cutting boards right to the side of this painting over here. I feel like it's just going to pull the warmth and the brown tone from our baskets and then from our vase that we just did. It's going to bring it all the way around. So let's go ahead and hang these up. So that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope that you all enjoyed coming along with me to decorate our dining room for the fall time and also just to decorate it in general. I'm so happy with how it turned out. I think I was really successful with my whole harvest abundance theme. It looks super warm, cozy, and inviting, which is exactly what I love for the fall time. So that will be it for today. I will see you all in the next video. Bye, y'all.